Hey Forkers! Today, what are we making, Annie?
We're making healthy, gluten-free, plant-based carrot cake.
Yeah, and where are we cooking today? Baking today, I should say.
At the farm.
We're at the farm because we're in isolation like everyone else.
Yeah.
And what should the people do?
Subscribe!
Thank you. Or here. Is it here or is it here? It doesn't matter. Do the thing. Alright, Forkers. So we are making, like Annie said, plant-based, gluten-free, moist, delicious carrot cake. So, here's how we do it. We are going to take a cup and a half of plant milk of your choice. We're using almond milk. We're going to add that to 4.5 ounces of pitted whole dates chopped up. That roughly works out to be about 3/4 of a cup. And you're going to put in 1/4 cup of your raisins. You're going to save the rest for later. A half a cup of sliced ripe banana. A teaspoon of vanilla extract. And we're going to let that soak for about 15 minutes or so until the dates are soft, right?
Preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit.
Boom. Then we're going to line an 8 or 9 inch square baking pan, whatever you have, with parchment paper. If you have a silicone baking pan, use that. That's way better. We didn't have that here. Then we're going to make some oat flour. How do you make oat flour, Annie?
You take oats and blend it up in a blender or food processor.
That's right. You don't need to spend extra money on oat flour. It's a waste of money. Just use oats and a blender. In this case, we need 1 3/4 cup of rolled oats. We're going to put that into a big bowl, and then we're going to add 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of ground nutmeg, and a pinch of cloves. So by now, your dates should be nice and soft. We're going to put all that into a food processor, or ideally a high-speed blender. Cover and blend until it's smooth as silk. Then we're going to add the date mixture to the oat mixture in a bowl. Stir that all together until it's combined. What are we going to add, Annie? It's the most important ingredient in carrot cake.
Icing?
Icing? No, we're going to add carrots. You're going to add in a cup and a half of shredded carrots. Then we're going to fold in the remaining cup and a half of raisins. Next, we're going to spread the batter into a prepared baking pan. We're going to bake it for 40 to 45 minutes, or until it's golden. We're going to cool in the pan for 10 minutes, remove it from the pan, and we're going to transfer it to a wire rack and let it get to room temperature. Now while that's going, we're going to make
The icing.
Icing. We're going to take 5 ounces of pitted whole dates, just under a cup's worth, 3/4 cup of unsalted raw cashews, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, or if you have a vanilla bean, you can use the seeds from that.
Yeah.
We're going to put that into a blender and just barely cover it with water. Let it soak for about 45 minutes. Cover and blend it until it's nice and smooth. If it's too thick, what do we do?
Add water?
Yeah, add water. She knows. By this time, the icing's ready, the cake is cooled. And what we're going to do with the icing, we're going to...
Spread it on that.
Yeah. You can top it with nuts. If you like nuts, you can put more raisins on top if you like raisins. And then you're done. Look at that. So our icing was a little bit thin, but that's okay because we're going to put this in the fridge and let it cool, let it kind of solidify a bit. You'll notice I didn't put nuts on all of it because this one doesn't like nuts. So I just did a third with the pecans on. You could just put 1 in the different sections. This cuts into about 9 slices. And if you have extra icing, which we did, what do we do, Annie? We put it in a bowl.
And you can use it for other baked goods or for fruit.
Yeah, you could cut up fruit and dip it in it. It's delicious. The other thing you can do with this recipe, if you don't want to make a big thing like this, you can make muffins. The same amount, but just put it into a muffin pan for 12 muffins. Cook it for about half the time, and or bake it, I should say, for half the time, and you got muffins there too. All right, well, thanks for joining us. We're gonna dive into this for dessert tonight.
Yeah.
So if the people like this video, what do they do?
Like
Like it? Like it is good?
Like and subscribe.
And leave comments and send us photos of yours. Tag us on Instagram and all the social things. Thanks, Forkers!
Bye.